Okay, so the last section of the early morning warm-up is what I call the pressure point activation and the complete circulation of the whole body. And we start off from the top of the head, working our way all the way down with simple exercises and stretches and breathing exercises that are coordinated. So we start off with the head, and I call this, and I actually, use my basic fingers, is stimulating the cortex. So we're doing like this, stimulating the cortex. And I apologize to those who don't have any hair, but it basically works on the cortex. So the most important thing is the technique. Now, once you've done that, the next part is we're working our way down and we go towards the eyes. Now, the eyes are connected to the liver, and I'll talk more about these connections, or what we call correspondence. So what we do is we rub our hands together, make them warm, and you put them on your eyes, and you rub it across 3 times. Once you've done that, then we go downwards, and again we go to the ears. The ears are connected to the kidneys, which are also the eyes here. So we press on the eye points. Usually people have earrings in these points, and you press on it. You see that also on the Buddha. He has long robes. Okay? Now, the next point is the back of the neck here, which is the governing vessel. The governing vessels of your nervous system. And we tap back like that. Tap on the back of the neck. With the fingers tapping. It feels really nice, and you can tap as long as you want. The next point is under the nose. There's a governing vessel 26. It's a very powerful activation point for your body, for your whole entire mind, everything, and your cortex. Using a nail is the best, and you just go under your nose, under here, in the perineum, and you press. And it'll cause a bit of a shock sort of to your mind and cortex in your eyes, and it can make you cry. Okay, and you press that point. The next point is what I call the teeth tapping, and you do it for 30 times. And I learned this from a very, very old centurion. Very important to understand that the teeth create and have all connections to your organs. That's why you know that if someone is healthy by their teeth. So my teeth are still original, and so if you watch how I do it, just 30 times. Now, once you've done the basic head points, then we go now to the neck. So you very gently twist to the left, twist to the right, and you do it a few times, like so. Then the next one is with our hands we push up, and with our head we push down. Then the next one is with our hands we push forward, and with our head we push back. So basically like this. And you'll see the tension here in the neck, and it's very important to do these exercises. Then side to side, side to side. And I normally do it 3 times. Most things are done in 3 repetitions, so that way you can remember it much more faster. Then neck rotations, left and right, full circle so that you touch your chin to your chest. Now, we're finished now with our neck, our head region. Now we go to our shoulder region here. So the first thing I teach is what we call supporting heaven and supporting earth. So you bring your hands upwards with your thumbs facing up, and you go this way, looking up, supporting heaven, down, supporting earth, and twist your head to the side. Then the other side. And then finally going upwards and relax. Now, when you do these exercises, especially for the shoulder region, I always tell most of my students that you'll never have a problem with a frozen shoulder. If you do these every morning, many people get this frozen shoulder because they sleep this way and it completely numbs this whole area, so no blood and energy circulates, and you all of a sudden end up with a frozen shoulder. You can't get it up, okay? So that's a very important thing to do every morning. Now, once you've done that, the next one is just basically circles. Small circles, becoming bigger, 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 until you clap your hands, then go backwards. You go smaller, 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 until you reach the same level here. Then I do what I call the lion's roar, and the opening the lung points and the conceptual vessel points. And this point is very important for your throat and your heart chakras, which you open them up. And you have to go on your toes when you do that. And this is how it works. Basically, you're going in like that, you stretch, and then open up, and you go. So here we go, just 3 times. Now that's basically the heart and throat chakra opening. Okay, show you what I call the pendulum. And this is just a spin and relax your hands, and you basically tap just under your ribs. And that's where your liver resides, and this is where you activate the liver, by tapping under your ribs, like that. And then the back, you will tap here, where your kidneys. And all this tapping and energy play is all about activating, moving, and stimulating the process of your liver and your kidney. So we do it like this, very simply swinging and twisting your waist like a pendulum, like this, and we go. And now when you do that, you want to be able to release your stagnant oxygen and absorb good oxygen. So you'll be going, breathing in, and just tap. You don't want to hit yourself too hard because you're just going to hurt yourself. So you just tap. And I let my hands just swing. I don't have any energy. There's no muscular tension or anything when I just let my hands swing through my waist movement. Now, it doesn't matter how many times or how many repetitions. I usually leave it to around about 3 to 5 or 10. It's up to you. As long as you feel good and you just keep on going, it's just to remember the techniques and the movements. The next part is what I call shaking the branches and opening up the wells of the meridians of all your pressure points. And this is where I do a shake with my waist and my legs. And sometimes I bounce. And at the same time, up and down with the shoulders, and then I'm vigorously shaking my hands like this, and then I'm going and releasing the oxygen out of my body, and you'll see it done like this. Then stop. You'll feel a tingling sensation, you'll feel very light, you'll feel very good because you've just stimulated your whole lymphatic system and you've just done a lot of processes that you'll understand later on. Okay, so the next technique I'm going to show you is the stretching of the stomach, the lower back, lumbar, and of course the arms fully outstretched. And basically we put our legs together and we lock the knees. You first start with your knees going down and go all the way back. And then you go further down to your ankles and all the way back. And then you go further down to touching your toes, all the ground, and you go right, left, like this. 1, 2, and 3. And back. That's the next exercise. We will go now into a horse stand position, and we will do our obliques and this area, and we basically go from the back like this, and this hand goes over the head like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we've just done the obliques, we've done the stomach, we've done all the chest, the upper body. Now we're working our way down. So the working our way down means that we're going to now do our waist, which is very simple. I call them just twisting in circles, like so. Twist in circles. Just so you become comfortable as you're going to stretch your hamstring a lot. Then we go back into the horse stance, and I basically do this simple exercise of going down into a northern style horse stance, which is very, very difficult for some people because it puts a lot of pressure on your knees, and it's very, very stretching on your waist here. So watch, I go down, 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 and I keep that up. Then I go up, 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 and down again. Up, and down again. Up, and repeat it just 3 times. Then I'm going to go into a half split, and basically keeping my body, and I tell most people to do this very slowly, and you go side to side with your hands to the side like that, side to side. Get that stretching going on your waist, your hamstring. Keep your legs both parallel, facing this way, and keep them flat. Then you keep on going down slowly, slowly, go down slower, and you go down to this level, like this. Eventually, you'll start using what I call the martial art techniques of doing this. And this. Now that is the half split. Do it slowly first, and you'll eventually get the hand techniques as I teach you slowly how to do each and every technique step by step. Now, once you've done that stretching, get your legs back up and get more comfortable. And then we've got just one more section, which is the twists, like this. Very simple. Legs apart, doesn't matter how far apart you want to be. And you go side, keep the hand up, side, center, and back. And you do it basically on a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how simple it is. Once you've done that basic stretching for your legs, we now go down to our knees. Knee rotations, like so. Left and right, with circles, and keeping the knee rotations together. And then the final part, the relaxing part, and the completion of your early downward exercises. And it's not the complex ones or the ones that I'm going to teach you, which is what I call the Taimuchi yoga, which is the 64 yoga techniques that you do in partnership. And this is going to be a great exercise if you have a partner to do it with. And this last technique is what we call the crane. You get balance on either foot, left or right. Bring your hands across, keep your balance, lift your leg up as high as you can, and hold that position. And then do it same with the other foot. Hold that position. Now, the more you practice, the more easy everything becomes. I've been doing it for more than 3 decades. So don't rush yourself, take your time, and I really hope you enjoy this workshop, and I really hope you enjoy these exercises. And you can always leave a comment, and you can find me on Facebook, and you can find me on YouTube. So please subscribe and put a like. Thank you very much. Namaste.